no more late night cheese. To be very clear, I was saving that up. I mean, I could have done it any time. Would you like a cup of tea? I'm here solely on a humanitarian mission. And I made steak and oven chips. It comes in a sort of tube. No! I like to paint. No, I paint the passengers enjoying themselves. Yeah. Fantastic. Here we go. Yeah.
Best ice cream you ever had?
Are we insured for this, old man?
Have you got any brakes, Boris?
No, hardly. Brilliant, Jeremy. Keep going. Not too hard, Alice.
It is not delightful to cycle in London. Crikey.
Well done, well done.
Boris,
you're doing good. You're doing good.
This
No,
is
Jeremy,
death.
don't give up now. Culture. You leave it to me. I've been here before. Raindrops keep falling on my head. I'm pro.
Boris, I would like to ask you why the Barclays bike scheme has been such a failure.
Well, what do you mean? It's such a howling success. It was the bicycle was invented, or I think well, to me, it looks like the tip of a gigantic cock that's emerging through the integuments of a super colossal pickled onion. That's good. We need the money shot, Jeremy. Kipper.
You're sackable, Foreign Secretary.
It's not going to happen. It is more likely that, as I say, I will be reincarnated as an olive, or knocked in a disused fridge, or decapitated by a flying frisbee. I have concluded that person cannot be me. Gangnam style.
Fairly large. Multitasking. But that's kind of a lot.
Of wax from his ears. To continue working, I believed implicitly that this was a work event. The ball came loose from the back of a scrum, which it won't.
I declare the motion overwhelmingly carried, and I close the House at 12:18 a.m.
Yeah, I like it. Bonjour, c'est moi, Boris Johnson. Здравствуйте, друзья. Меня зовут Boris. Have a very, very happy Chinese New Year, everybody. Kung Hei Fat Choi. And the French foreign minister, in fact, has sent me a charming letter. Water off a duck's back. Water off a duck's back. I did, yeah, that was very sad.
But you then came out campaigning. You're
yes,
now going to go
hard as nails. And steel springs, that's what we are.
How do you keep your energy up?
I sometimes succumb to flapjacks. Good. I think in a good mood. Quite chilly in there. You know, a few quadratic equations. It's a terrible confession, but I do.
What
Great
is it,
supine protoplasmic invertebrate jellies. If you've ever driven a tractor very fast, because it's perfectly true that I did once talk on a mobile phone. Are you saying that people with only one arm shouldn't be allowed to ride a bicycle? My car was legally parked. You've got to aim for the apex. Aim for the apex. Who hooted at me?
Negotiating a Brexit deal on behalf of this country?
Yes.
That particular issue coming up, because it looked as though we hadn't.
Well, I would have... You mind?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hands up anyone who's been to Peppa Pig World. Not enough. I was a bit hazy what I would find at Peppa Pig World, but I loved it. And Peppa Pig World is very much my kind of place. It has very safe streets, discipline in schools, heavy emphasis on new mass transit systems, I notice, even if they're a bit stereotypical about Daddy Pig. But the real lesson for me, going to Peppa Pig World, and I'm surprised you haven't been there, was about the power of UK creativity. Who would have believed, Tony, that a pig that looks like a hairdryer, or possibly a sort of Picasso-like hairdryer.
In your speech to the CBI, you lost your notes, you lost your place, you went off on a tangent about Peppa Pig. Frankly, is everything okay?
I think that people got the vast majority of the points I wanted to make, and I thought it went over well. Thank you. Thank you.
Just got Snapchat. Time for a pot noodle and a wank. Streaks.